here at Chesapeake RV Solutions. Today, here with Don, our jack-of-all-trades service tech here. He's actually the one that you probably know from bringing your unit in here for service. He's the one that pulls it around and gets it ready for you. And today, we're going to be going over how to hook up a fifth wheel. Don was thinking it's a good idea, even though we show you how to do it during the delivery, it's really information overload. So Don here came up with a good idea of doing a video on it, so you always have it and you know where to get to it if you need any refresher course. And let's go ahead and do it, Don. What do you think?
Let's go.
All right.
So I'm gonna start backing up and we'll go through the whole step of it. You wanna back up slow. Make sure your hitch is lined up with your kingpin. And then once you get where it's almost there, you wanna stop. Get out of the truck. Come back here and check it. And then you see the height on it. You want the height here to be where it's maybe a 1/16 of an inch off your...
So that's a little too high.
Yes, that's a little too high there. The jaws will not hook around your kingpin. Next thing you want to do is come to your controller. After you hook up, make sure your green light comes on for your controller to raise the jacks up and down. You want to lower your jack till you're about a 1/16 off your hitch. It's just getting it in line. You want to go down to about right there where you see it. It looks like it's hitting, but it's actually off of it about a 1/16 of an inch. That way when you back up, your jaws will hook around your kingpin.
And that's a B&W companion, and that's one of the, we call it our best hitch that we can offer. And if you look that up on any website or anything like that, you will find out B&W fifth wheel receivers are the best.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in the truck now that I've got all that set up, and I'll back on up and hook the fifth wheel up. While you're doing this, you want to move slow so you don't move the unit. All right, as you saw when I backed up, you saw how easy that hooked up. It didn't even move the camper at all. So next, you want to get out of your truck, come around here and look at your hitch and your kingpin and make sure your jaws are around the kingpin, that it is hooked and ready. After you do that, you want to come back up, take your pin, make sure it's locked, put your pin in to secure it, so while you're driving this doesn't bounce and come undone. Next thing you want to do is your brake cable for your emergency brake if for some reason this did happen to come loose. You take it and hook it up and you're ready to roll after you roll the jacks up. All right, next you want to do is you want to take your legs, pull this pin, push your legs all the way up. Make sure it locks. Make sure you feel a little tit of the pin. That way when you do lower your jacks or whatever, you're not putting pressure on your pin and take a chance of bending them and they won't operate correctly. You come over to the other side and you do the same thing. You push it all the way up till you hit the hole. See how that little pin comes out? You want to make sure they do that, because if you don't, even when you lower it and get it set, you want it to come all the way out, because if not, like I said earlier, you take a chance of bending that pin and then the jack is not gonna be set. It could collapse when you go to drop it or raise the unit.
We definitely don't want that happening.
So just raise it up. They're spring loaded, so you shouldn't have to push it in, but sometimes you may have to assist it a little bit to make sure you get that piece coming out the other side.
Now, before we head out on the road, what do we want to do, Don?
You want to make sure your connection with your 7-pin is in properly, that all your running lights are working. So you want to do a little walk around, check all your running lights, your tail lights, I cut the emergency flasher on when I check the rear lights. If they're flashing, your brakes will work and your turn signals. But if you have someone with you, you can have them do that for you. Touch the brake. You just want to make sure both of them are flashing. All your running lights are working. You kind of do a quick inspection of that to make sure. That way, if one's out, you can get it fixed where you're highly visible. So after you check that, all your running lights are good.
Ready to go.
You're ready to pull out and go on your journey.
Now that we know we're hooked up safely, all your lights work. Don, bon voyage, here we go. Hope you enjoyed the video today of hooking up this fifth wheel with Don. And by the way, here at Chesapeake RV Solutions, we're here to help you create the memories you'll talk about forever. Thank you.